Welcome back, you lovely, lovely lot. Thank you very much for clicking on the video and joining me for another walk. Today we are in the beautiful Petworth Deer Park. We hopefully are going to see lots of fallow deer, lots of wildlife. That's the name of the game for today, wildlife. Haven't bought any fancy burners or anything to try and cook any fancy food. We've just got the trusty camera, got a thermos of tea, got some food in the bag, and we are just going to go and explore this incredible area. Those of you that haven't been here before, if you're in Sussex, you need to come here. It is just incredible. There's around 700 or 800 fallow deer that call this park home. They've been here for about 500 years, and it really is the most incredible place to come and walk any time of year. There's always something to see, not necessarily just for the deer, but I've got some of my best bird photography shots here, some tree creepers, some nuthatches. There's some incredible flora and fauna here, and look, just the stunning views, absolutely incredible views. It's a super misty, chilly morning today, this time of year. No sun, so everything's just like a big softbox. So some people don't enjoy that for photography. I really like it. It kind of eliminates all harsh shadows, so you get to see all detail, especially in with deer and birds. We'll see what we can get. We're going to head up to the mound in the middle. That makes for a good vantage point to see where the deer are at. Right. My name's Mike, and let's go for a walk, shall we? So this is one of the reasons why I love Petworth Park. You don't have to go far until you start seeing wildlife. So off in the distance over there, you've got one of the smaller herds of fallow deer that will we'll go round the left here. We'll take this left-hand path and we'll go through into these trees and just set up at the edge so that we don't get too close. It's not rutting season, but any time of year with an animal this large, this abundant, you just got to be respectful, keep your distance, make sure that you've either got camera gear that you can get close enough with a lens. You don't want to get too close. But for them seeing you, for the smell, yes, these deer here are pretty tame compared to deer out in the wild because they're used to seeing people, but I like to stick to the same rules that I would use if I was out and about anywhere else that I am here. So you see a lot of people coming here walking their dogs and they leave their dogs off the lead. Just make sure that you respect the animals. You know, you're in their territory. You can appreciate their beauty from far away. Bring binoculars, bring all the right gear. But yeah, so we're going to go down this path here, through this little coppice of trees, just to where a small herd of fallow deer is. And we'll see, we'll keep our distance, be respectful, and keep safe as well, because at the end of the day these are big animals. So we'll head down that way, see what we can see. Okay, so we've just come across our first little herd of fallow deer here. Just keep my voice down because I've been here for a minute and they've actually come quite close, so I need to keep my voice down and not move too quick. But have a little look, it's really cool. This is why I love coming here. You just really, the way the grass is, you get some beautiful shots of just kind of like the bokeh with the deer behind it with the grass. Absolutely incredible. Let's have a look, there we go. Really amazing. Really amazing. So just walked, just stepped away from that first herd of fallow deer that I came across. Managed to get some good footage of it. I didn't want to get too close, even though it's not rutting season. Like I said earlier, they're just still just be respectful and keep distance. Either make sure you've got some binoculars or a good camera lens or something, so that when you come to these places you can really appreciate their beauty without having to get too close and disturb them. That's really important to me. I wouldn't want to ever get within, I don't know, 20-30 metres of, even though there's paths that cross really close and people do get really close to them, probably too close sometimes, but they're really timid animals, and at the end of the day they're big animals, so you don't want to put yourself in harm's way, you don't want to put them in harm's way, so just be respectful. So next up I've got another small herd over there in the distance which I'm going to walk towards. It is really cold today, so I've got a thermos of tea. I'm going to just sit here, have a cup of tea before I move on, and then I might head down to the water, which is just over there. So there's usually some good wildlife. So too many options, and it is really gorgeous here. Any time of year, like I said, it's just stunning. Photographing deer is something I've not done a huge amount of. Last time I came here the weather was a lot nicer. The sun was out. I came here super early. I think I got here just as the gates opened into the car park, and I was here for sunrise, and still some of the best shots of deer I've ever got. I'll show you them now, and really fantastic, really amazing light. But it doesn't matter what time of year it is, what time of day it is, whatever the light is, just get out and go for a walk and go and experience all of this incredible beauty that we have got on our doorstep. This walk itself, there's loads of different routes you can take. It's really easy to get from the car park. There's 2 or 3 different routes. You can go the long way round, which can take you a few hours, or you can do the really little short route, which is just down, around, past this kind of group of trees and back up. Relatively flat, would probably take you about 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that. So there's loads of different routes for all different levels of people that want to come for a walk. Okay, cup of tea, I think. I don't think there's much of a better feeling than just being outside. And it's calm, and it's still, and it's quiet. And, I mean, hot drink makes it even better, but just looking at all of this incredible wildlife, it's got to be 200 fallow deer or something across these 2 bits of the field that I can see. It's really peaceful. It's got the birds. An annoying aeroplane, but hey, they're probably off somewhere warmer than it is here. Oh, I've just remembered I've got a cinnamon bun. Oh yeah. Next tea break, cinnamon bun time. I don't know what it is about. I've had a few people ask me, is there anything in particular that you enjoy about being outside? Is it specifically about the wildlife? Is it specifically about just being outside? And I couldn't tell you an exact reason. It is a lot of things. I find I'm really interested in like shape and colour and texture when I'm out. I find that really fascinating to me. Looking at, so now for instance over there's what looks like an old oak tree, and it's hollowed out at the bottom, and there's just this hole going straight through to the other side, and from here I'm looking at it through another set of branches, and it looks amazing, looks really cool. And then looking through that way, the different layers of the trees that I can see, so it gives me a sense of distance as well. There's a really gnarly old, I don't actually know what that tree is, but the bark's all been stripped off, so it's really red, and it stands out against all the other kind of grey beech and oak. And then seeing the flash of the white of the young does of the fallow at the base of that oak tree over there, and their contrast between them and the oak tree behind it. Just so many different things, and I just find it fascinating. I want to see it all and just take it all in. And then also, when I'm going through things in my head, trying to sort out stuff, if it's work or personal life or any manner of things, just being out here, I don't know, it really helps me. It helps me think things through in a clearer way. I think the fresh air, being amongst nature, being part of something bigger is a thing. Realising that it's not just you, and no matter how big and daunting it seems sometimes, or whatever everyone's going through, we're all part of something bigger. We're all part of this incredible world, and collectively we can experience so much. That's another point. I am constantly aware of just how much there is to see and how much there is to do in this world. Landscapes to see, animals to see, sounds to hear, things to do, and I know that we're never going to be able to do all of those things, but it's quite nice. I get comfort in knowing the older I get, the more I understand that it is not a race, it is a marathon. Anyway, enough getting into all of that deep stuff. Let's crack on with our walk. Okay, let's carry on. So I just had to come and check this tree out that I talked about over there, because I don't remember, there are so many of these trees here, I don't remember ever actually going up and properly looking at this one, but it's just incredible, absolutely huge. This beech tree has definitely seen some stuff. Look at all of the fungus, the bracket fungus. I think, are they horsehoof fungus or razor strops? I'll have a look and I'll put the name up. It's one of the two. Come on, Uncle George, help me out. Which one is it? But I said about the light and the texture, and this is it. Just the yellow here of this lichen of the tree against the tree, and then it looks like they've done some work here with a chainsaw, which has made this really cool pattern. Just absolutely incredible. Absolutely amazing. And that's where we're going, just under the limb of that branch there, just up to that little ring of trees. But first, before we go there, we're going to head over here. Just off in the distance, just over there, there's a pond. I say a pond, a lake. I'll bring you back when we get there. Just coming up to the water, and sounds like we got ourselves some very noisy geese already, so let's just come through these trees, let's get up to the water's edge and let's set up, because I absolutely love filming and photographing birds on the water. Absolutely love it. So let's get up to the water's edge. Let's keep you with us while we get up here, shall we? Come on, let's get up to the water's front together and see what there is. wow, it's so still. We got a cormorant flying above us straight away. Very nice. Okay. Wow. Okay, what can we see already? We got some Canada geese. A cormorant just flew over. We need to get a little bit closer. Don't want to be falling in here. Don't follow the lights, Mr. Frodo. Okay. Now who wants to laugh? Now, do we do this? Or do we go around that way? Oh, come on, how bad can it be? No, not doing it. I know you'd all love that, but we're not doing that. We'll go the long way. We'll go the long way. You can see another group of fallow deer just up on the rise up there, which we'll go and see in a minute once we've got here to the water's edge. Proper muddy here today. Good squelch. Here we go. We're round the Safeway. So usually this part of the water, come the summer, is just teeming with dragonflies and damselflies. So definitely be back here for that. Okay, here we go. Beautiful and still. Nice reflections on the water. Canada geese chilling. Okay. Might stay here for a cup of tea. Let's see what we can get. Beautiful. I think someone's seen something that they want. Nearly up at the ring of trees that I said we were going to a very long time ago, but I get very easily distracted when it comes to wildlife. I got down to the water's edge there and it was really beautiful, really still. There was some Canada geese having a proper flap around, so got some footage of them and just stopped every 2 seconds to quote Limp Bizkit, take a look around. There's just so many beautiful things. Copyright Bill Bailey. So we're nearly up at the top of this hill. Gonna sit up in there for a cup of tea and a cinnamon roll. Get the drone out and then head on to the next herd of fallow deer. As you've seen any stags yet, and I just got here went straight down the... Oh, that'll be why. And that's why, put your dog on a lead. Put your dog on a lead here. I think I managed to get some footage. This is where the camera was, and I just went back to get my phone. And they were literally just... They were just there. Just off the edge of that ridge. But yeah, the dog scared them off, but let's have a look. I think, yeah, managed to get, this is how, absolutely stunning. Got the white, and then they've got the mottled brown here, sort of three, really gorgeous. Have a look at that now. I hope it comes out okay, but yeah, beautiful view from up here, but yeah, I know you're allowed to let your dog off the lead here. I do that, but I just don't know if I would, with all of these deer running around, with everyone wanting to appreciate them and also not just, you know, to not scare them. Anyway, enough moaning from me. Now we're at the top here. Let's sit and have a cup of tea and enjoy the peace and quiet. Oh yeah. Yes. Now this is a walk. Yes. It is exactly the weather for one of these. Don't think I've ever had a cinnamon bun with such a view though. Get in my belly. Tea, cinnamon bun. Win. Win, win, win. These are yesterday's though, so they're a bit stale, so I'm having to dunk it. There is no easy way to do this. Still, amazing. And now how I said earlier, is there much better than this view, being in nature? Yes, there is. With a hot drink and a cinnamon bun. Oh, yeah. I can see just down there those stags that were at the top here that scooted off. They've sort of formed or joined another small herd of fallow. So after I've had this, I'm going to get the drone up, because the views from up here are incredible. Get the drone up, and then I'm going to head down there, see if we can get some more shots of the deer at the bottom of the hill after the dog scared them off. But oh yeah. My wife Jo's working today, and she had one of these. I put one of these in her packed lunch this morning. I bet she hasn't got this view. Nope. Sorry, love. Office. All this. Oh yeah. I'm making a right mess. And this probably looks hideous, but it's real. Oh my god. Devoured. Absolutely devoured. Right. Oh. That was the best bit. That was the centre bit. With all the extra cinnamon and rolls. Okay. Enjoy this. Cue cinematic drone montage. Go. So that was a really nice stop, and what a treat I have just heard, because even though we're not in rutting season, I don't know if you can see here, but just on the edge, that group of fallow deer I was talking about, those stags have moved over there, and they're butting antlers, and it sounds incredible. So I'm going to just go down into this path here. There is one or two over there I don't want to go and disturb, so I'm just going to go down into this path bit as close but as safely far away as I can, and see if we can get some footage of them, well, not rutting, but yeah, see if we can get some footage of them. Just on the last part of the path, coming around the back of the park now, I can just see the water over there in the distance, and it's gotten dark really quickly. Had all these really low cloud come in, and all of a sudden it's gotten really misty, really kind of in the canopy especially. Just spent some time up there on the ridge trying to photograph some starlings that had come in to nest, and it was just, it was really dark in there, really hard to see anything. So I'm walking down through now. We're just coming up to those trees I mentioned earlier, all the really gnarly trees that make this huge cluster in front of me, and really great for nesting birds. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time here just to see, and then crack on with the walk, because otherwise at this rate it's going to be dark by the time I get back to the car, and it is proper muddy, so I can imagine myself going arse over tit. Right, see you in a bit. Okay, nothing in those nesting trees up the top here, but we'll try our luck on these down here. If you can just see in the distance there, the fallen tree that's kind of made like a point in the centre there. That's usually really good in the summer when you get the low light at sunset for birds on that. And then you've got a couple of these fallen trees, like I was saying earlier, from all this bad weather we've had, which is a real shame, because these trees have been here for a very, very, very long time. And that tree there in the distance, I'll bring you back when we get there, because this is one of the most incredible trees you will ever see. So check out this. First time Joe and I came here and we did this walk, we just couldn't believe how gnarly it was. Look at the twist. Look at that. This thing would be right at home at the top of Minas Tirith. And then it's got this one branch that comes all the way down, follows down, and I love this, all the way, and then it's like, oh, bad camera work, not gonna quite touch the ground. Just so cool. Really incredible. The light's probably a bit better this side for you to see just the pattern on this bark. It's like someone has literally just gone like that and just twisted it. Absolutely incredible. This is not doing it justice, because in real life it is just, it's huge as well. Like, I don't know if you can see, but like hand for scale, it is absolutely massive. And it just goes all the way up. So there's not been as much wildlife out and about as I thought today. We've managed to get some good shots of the fallow deer. That was incredible. And a couple of geese and some bits on the lake. But apart from that, yeah, not much. I know that the smaller birds aren't a massive fan of sort of lots of people this time of year, because there's no cover on the trees, there's nowhere for them to go, there's nowhere for them to sort of bury themselves down and hide, so they tend to be a bit scarcer. Unless you've got a feeder or you've put something out with some food which will attract them. In fact, I think I might do that on my next video. I might go to one of my favourite spots, Woods Mill. It's a Sussex Wildlife Trust place, their headquarters in fact, and it's a really incredible place, really special place to me. And I usually get some good luck there in one of the hides with birds coming down, and on the boardwalk you can actually put a perch down, put some food, and you can just sit on one of the benches and loads floods in. So I might do that on one of the next ones, so watch this space. As for now, like I said, it's getting really dark. The camera on the phone is making it look a lot lighter than it actually is, so I'm going to crack on back to the car now, and I'll bring you back in a little bit. So I just stopped because I saw, yeah, there we go. I just saw a buzzard fly into this tree. So cool. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit closer, because at the moment, as you can see, I'm miles or not. You win some, you lose some, mate. Enjoy. That is so typical. I'm yet to get any good photos or footage of a buzzard. They just elude me. So I came to this. I stopped at this tree here because there's a load of long-tailed tits that flew into it. So I was like, okay, I'll just stop and photograph them. And then over there, just in that tree, just that on there, I saw it flying, and I thought, you know what? Let's just try and get something. So I did. I think all the footage I got was the recording from the phone on like 10 times zoom. So, but you know what? That's fine. A challenge. You can elude me all you like. I will get some decent footage of a buzzard. I will. Okay. So we've got this last part of the path here to carry on, and then that will take us back round to the car park. I did the sort of middle loop today. I didn't actually go on to the final part, which is over to Petworth House. But we're going to carry on down here, see what we can find. Hopefully, get some more. There's another group of fallow deer that have just come down onto this ridge. So let's go and see what we can get. So I was just filming them this way, and I've seen that they've just started coming around. They're so close. Let's see. So cool. Just to get them so close. Amazing. Really incredible here. Definitely recommend anyone that wants to come and see some deer, just bring yourself down here any day. Just incredible. No matter the weather, it's grey, it's gloomy, but just seeing animals like this up close, it's oh wow. Don't mind me, fellas. I'm walking on by. I'm on the path. Look, if you're off the path, I'm on the path. Nothing to see here. So another good thing I learned from friends and from my uncle is that when you're walking anywhere near deer, try your best not to walk directly at them. If you walk off in a different, alongside them, they just feel a lot calmer. They think you're just walking past. Obviously, try and stay upwind of them if you can, because they will smell you before they see you. And just be super slow. And most of the time, if you just stay there, they'll just get comfortable and used to you, and then you can just film them. And it's really incredible. Amazing walk. That's it, folks. We're back to the car park now. Thank you so much for joining me on another walk. Really incredible day today, walking around, seeing all the fallow deer here at Petworth Park. If you're in the area, definitely get down and have a little look. It's free to get into this park. You've just got to pay for a couple of quid of parking, or if you're a National Trust member, you can park for free. And then you get to have all of this. Bring a lunch, pack a thermos, bring a cinnamon bun, definitely recommend that. And yeah, just enjoy. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying watching these as much as I am making them, because it is fun. Any ideas or comments on the next one, guys, just hit me up in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.